I'm here to talk about 2012 and the ending of 2012 and what impact it will have on each and every one of us. You know, we've talked about 2012 for the last few years through the Maya Indians and through different resources, and then it was like, is it going to end? Is the world going to explode? What's going to happen? And during this time, we have seen a tremendous amount of earth changes. We've seen a tremendous amount of things that are truly a loss and a tragedy. But also, we have to understand why this is going on and what is happening throughout this world, on this earth. And the rise and fall of this world does not depend on man. And this is a misconception. It does not depend on man, but is decided by the ancient ones that are above us. You know, God, Spirit, the Supreme Being, whatever you choose to call that entity, decides when all is done upon this earth, if it will continue to exist or not. Times will and can and are changing as we sit back and watch. Nothing we do as individuals, we can't do anything. We are participating in this life journey. We're being aware of what's going on. But can we do anything to participate? To be kept posted? You know, we're going through our guardians, the ones above us, the ancient ones, and I found this really interesting. And we're being kept posted by our guardians, the keepers of the light, the angels, the angelic realm, the warriors from the past. Think about this, the warriors from the past. They will decide who will go and who will stay during this time. During this time. And what purpose do you have in this life? What purpose do you have? And they decide what purpose we have in this life. The extraterrestrials decide. It's not just one group. It's a whole universe, a whole group in this universe that decides. And there are different groups, and they confer, and they decide, okay, what are we going to do at this time? You know, I am one of the ancient prophets, and you have to have a very old soul to be connected to the ancient prophets, and I am connected to the ancient prophets. But we have to stop and think that what has happened in this world in the past. You know, this is a cleansing, this is a clearing, the grids are off, the axes are off, the polarities are off on this earth. It's like, instead of being round and whole, the earth has become lopsided and egg-shaped, and so all of this is pulling this back. All of these earth changes are pulling this earth back to be round, whole, and level on its axis, the polarities. You know, everything is shifting and moving at this time, and if you look at where the sun comes up in the mornings, it's not coming up in the same place, because everything is moving, shifting, and changing to accommodate the plans for this earth. You know, they thought the earth would fall as far back as Roman times. They thought that no one would survive the pestilence and phantoms back in Roman times, back in biblical times. The earth survived. People survived. Look at the Ice Age. How quick it came. And at that time, the earth had changed again. It had turned and equaled out again. And I call this equaling out because it has to level out. It has to have balance. All things have to have balance. But it survived the Earth Age, and there were those that survived the Ice Age. If they had not survived the Ice Age, we would not be here today. When the nuclear bomb first came out, World War II. Everyone thought that the earth would be destroyed, and yet it has survived. Survived. So there's been many times the earth has been predicted that the world would end, that this earth would no longer exist. This earth is going to continue to exist. What we as individuals, what we of man upon this earth, we merely sit back, raise our vibrational energies to get through this. We keep doing our work in that way on this spiritual journey. We open our spiritual self, and we let Spirit, or the Supreme Being, the angels, and I firmly believe in the angels, as everyone knows, because I do channeling through the angels. I've written 2 books about the angels. I firmly believe that the angels will get you through. Now, do I understand all of it? No. Am I supposed to understand all of it? No. But this was channeled to me. Actually, let me look here. This was channeled to me on September the 30th. So when it all ends, and they tell me that when all of this ends, that this insane will become sane again. Think about that. You know, I know that this has been a horrendous times for a lot of people, for a lot of families. It's torn families apart. It's taken family members, and that's a horrendous thing. But sometimes the most horrendous thing that ever happens to us creates the largest shift for those left, the largest shift, because this earth is moving and shifting. So consequently, our vibrational energies are moving and shifting. And I know a lot of lives have been lost, and my heart goes out to those that have. But there's a happier time coming for those who are left here to participate, to observe right now. A happier time is coming. And what we are doing is we are making way for the new. To the new. So when all ends and the door to a more positive awareness of new beginning opens, we are here to participate in that. Will there still be challenges? Yes. In our lives, there's always going to be some challenges, because that teaches us the lessons so we can receive the gifts. That is part of the life lesson. We have to learn it, and we have to share it with others upon this earth. We're here to learn knowledge, to share the lessons, and receive the gifts. Sometimes there are those who will never ever get it. They'll never learn the lesson. They'll never receive the gifts. And they get to come back and do repeats. They're what I call repeats. They get to come back again and again and again until their souls are old enough, or until they're ingrained enough to learn these lessons and receive these gifts. You know, we just need to get the right answer occasionally. And I learn something every day. And from this experience, this life experience, I learn. And I love it. It's a wonderful time. It's a time of change, a time of new realities, for us to see new dimensions upon this earth. And when we do that, and we look at this, then we see that this is a positive thing. That this change is very positive. And we will contribute in our own way by raising our vibrational energies, by learning to listen. And I always say, listen to the whispers in the wind. It tells us so much about this earth and the changes that are going on. Watch the natural animals. Watch the wild animals. They tell us. Even your domestic animals, such as dogs, cats, they tell us if we pay attention. Because they are always forewarned a lot quicker than we are. I always ask, what will I leave behind when I go on? What will I leave behind that I will be remembered by? What input did I make on other people's journey? And the big question for me is, did I help them through the angels in a positive way? And I hope that this 2012 and this expansion, this balancing, this awareness that is coming, I hope I have helped someone today realize that this is a wonderful time in history. That we are here on our life journey to experience it, to feel it, to expand, such as this earth is expanding, to balance ourselves in a positive way, so that we can find peace not only within us, but peace that surrounds us and tranquility that surrounds us if we open and we see what's truly happening towards the end of 2012. Are there a lot of earth changes? Yes. I'm not going to deny that. Everyone knows this. There's been a lot of earth changes. We see tornadoes when it's not tornado season. We see tsunamis when they occur and they're at strange times. Earthquakes, storms. We have seen things that we never realized would happen at the time when they're not to happen. So this is an opening and an awakening, and trust me, 2012 is going to end on a very, very positive scale, and this may actually go into 2013 for the first few months. So I ask that you send out your positive energy to keep you and yours aware and safe on this life journey.